I'm gonna cherish you.
Good morning, angels. This is Marta here. I hope you're doing well. And in today's video, I'm going to share some of my best study tips for effortless good grades. So I hope you will like this video, and if you do, please like and subscribe. Also, comment your thoughts on it. Anyway, let's maybe start with some credentials. So, who even am I? So ever since I started going to school, I've been basically a straight A student. I've always had what you call a red stripe in Poland next to my credential card. So that basically means you've had a GPA over 4.75 out of 6. And my highest GPA was 5.81, so basically almost the max. And it was in 8th grade, so 2 years ago. I was crazy. I was crazy back then. So as you can see, I have some experience on that topic. Also some extra info. I do advanced physics and maths at school. And before I go into this whole topic, I just want to tell you there's no such thing. Literally, if someone is telling you that, oh, you can get straight A's effortlessly, bro, liars, liars, liars. They're lying to you, my girl. Also, don't mind my nails. They fell off. Because no input equals no output. Like, you have to put in the work. There's no way around it. Unless you're a genius and have like an IQ of 150, then okay. But let's be real, most of us aren't geniuses. That's why you're here probably. But that doesn't mean there aren't efficient ways to get good grades. Efficient, not effortless, but efficient. And these are the studying techniques that I've been using for like basically the entirety of my school career, which let me have amazing grades without having to sacrifice my social life and basically my hobbies. So just give you a little overview of what I'm going to say in this video. So we're going to start out with just going onto some general tips, then we'll go into some specific subjects. So let's go. Start with some general study rules. I know this is very generic, but pay attention. Pay attention in class. I know school is super tiring, but I mean, if you're going to waste your time at school, then at least listen to the teacher. I mean, I'm no saint. I love having a little nappy during class or playing solitaire on my phone, but I think you and I both know that that's not the best approach. So just pay attention. I know it's hard. You can take like a 1-2 minute break, but then come back and listen to the teacher. Please, it will help you a whole lot. And while we're on it, don't be afraid to ask your teachers questions if you don't understand something, because that's why they're here. That's why they're working at school. That's their job. So don't pay attention to people who will be like, oh, you're such a nerd. That's the point of having a teacher. Don't do yourself. Also, I know this is heartbreaking, but don't study last minute. Don't do it. I don't know about you, but when I get stressed, I get stressed. And I will not want to go to school the next day. So also obviously studying several days before the actual test will let you have more time to study and revise and everything. So please don't study last minute. And if you don't want to study last minute, know about your deadlines. Have a school calendar, please. I use Google Calendar and that actually works pretty good, or just literally use your notes app. That's also what I do. And finally, and this is very important, take a chill pill. Like, if you're studying thing and you can feel that the information is not going where it's supposed to go, it's okay. It's okay, boo-boo. It's okay. 1 or 2 tests with bad grades will not affect your GPA too much. Like, literally, last year, talk about last year, honey. We saw. If you saw my grades at the beginning of the year, where I was struggling, honey, don't worry, you will get out of this dark grade hole you're in. Now we're entering the maths and physics category because, as I've said, I have like a major. I do advanced physics and maths at school, so I know a thing or two about studying for these subjects. And what I do before starting to study for any of these subjects, I open my notes app on my phone. Is important. It should be digital. It will be much easier if you do it digital. And I go over my notes and just write down every single exercise we've done, like the number and the page, so I know how much I have to study and know which exercise I have to repeat. Because the way I do it, I just do the exercises, and after I complete every one of these exercises, I put one of these few symbols next to it, and those questions, I go to the teacher and I ask about them or search in the internet, and I just do the exercise over and over again until I only have green marks next to them. Also, what's super useful is taking a piece of paper and making a cheat sheet as you go. So basically, you start every topic and you see like some laws, some general ideas, some formulas, and you write that down on that sheet of paper. And it's super useful because you can condense all the knowledge. You can look at it before an exam, or if you're lost in a question, you just whip out your cheat sheet and you see, oh, maybe I've missed a law, etc. Maybe it's actually more logical than I made it up to be. And that's the general things I do for maths. If you're feeling extra, you can pick up some test sheets. So just look them up in the internet and do them. Or if you really want to cement in all the formulas you've learned and laws, etc., do Anki flashcards of them, because Anki is a spaced repetition app, and so basically you do these flashcards every day and it tells you which ones you need to repeat. And thanks to that, will really get into your head. Aside from that, really helped me was getting a pretty calculator, like with my one. So beautiful. You can see the name in here. It's Class Wiz. It's pink. Now let's talk a little about languages, and I will separate this part into 2 categories. So one is a language that you're already good at, so probably English if you're watching this, and languages you're pretty much a beginner at. So for a language that you're already good at, so for me it's English, I honestly just do Anki flashcards. These are the best. Again, spaced repetition helps a whole lot. You can also do Quizlet, but Anki is much better, trust me. If you struggle with grammar, honestly, just find good YouTube video explaining that specific grammar topic, then find some practice sheets online with this grammar and just do these again and again and again until you get it. Trust me, with grammar, there's no way around it. That's why I hate grammar. You just need to repeat, and then you'll get it. Which is sad. And I don't like it. English grammar, I'm looking at you. That's about it for these languages, because we already do immersion. You probably watch a whole lot of English videos every day and stuff, so I don't think there's anything more to it. But then the big thing. So the languages you're a beginner at. And I, as a language lover, let me tell you my tips. So languages I'm a beginner at are French and Korean. And French I learn at school, Korean I learn at home. And I'm planning to do a whole separate video about learning new languages. So if you're interested in that, please subscribe and look forward to it because I will post it soon. But right now I will just tell you some like general things I do which help a lot. So aside from doing Anki flashcards, yeah, Anki is the way for learning new languages. Anki. Again, grammar, a good grammar video, repeat. Literally the same thing as the language you're already good at. But aside from that, I know AI is like some people hate it, some people don't, but chatting with ChatGPT, just tell it to check your response for grammar mistakes, etc. every time. Literally, I love it. Then use immersion. So that basically means watch shows in that language, watch YouTube videos with that language. Just get in a space where this language is used. You will subconsciously just learn it. I know at the start it will be honestly terrible. It will be super hard, but as you go, it will get easier and easier. Also, ask your teacher if they have maybe a book in this language that you can read. It's also very helpful. Then write diary entries, and it doesn't have to be like really sophisticated, poetic and stuff. No, you can literally start by saying, oh, I wake up at I brushed my teeth, I took a shower, and then I went to school, blah 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 blah. Honey, with time your language skills will go just that's what happened to me in French. Literally love it. And also, if you're struggling or if you just don't know anything, here I will literally underline it. Ask the teacher for questions. Or if you don't have a teacher, then go to Reddit or any like language related space that you will find. They will definitely help you. And that's it for now for language, because as I said, I will touch more on that in another video. The next point is your mother language. So for me, it's Polish. Just for general learning for tests, I recommend doing Quizlet flashcards. This time Quizlet, you got my... But the flashcards for your mother tongue are usually like this long, so they're super hard to memorize. And my two best methods, instead of just doing flashcards over and over again, let me show you. The first one is doing word prompts. So I have here a random flashcard. So for example, what are the characteristics of romanticism? And emotion and passion, the critique of progress, a return to the past. Let's say these three. And word prompts basically work like this. You choose one word from each of these bullet points. So for example, for emotion and passion, I would just choose emotion. The critique of progress, critique. A return to the past, return. And instead of trying to memorize the whole bullet points, try to memorize these words only. And the rest of the bullet point will magically appear in your head. Trust me, it literally works like magic. And the second tip is gestures. Let me present it to you. This is a little bit silly, but trust me on that. It works amazing. So you choose one gesture for every bullet point. So let's say emotion and passion, and since emotion are from the heart, I do a gesture like this. Then the critique of progress, as critique, I don't know, have an X sign, so like this. And then return to the past, so maybe gesture like this. And repeat these, so emotion and passion, the critique of progress, return to the past. And adding gestures will make your brain just absorb the information like a sponge. It's insane. And if you're wondering, well, okay, but how will I do the gesture on the test? Like, I will look super silly. You don't have to. Just imagine yourself doing them in your head. That's what I do, and it works just as good as doing them like this. Oh my god, it got so dark. You can literally see the sun setting down. For set books, if you have them, honey, read them. Read them. Please just read them. And if you have some problems with paying attention, read them with an audiobook in the back. But let's say you did not read it and you do not have the time to read it anymore. Okay, then look up a summary. It's the best if it's a long summary, so read it. But not just read it like idle reading, no. Take a piece of paper or your notes app or whatever and take notes as you read. Literally, that's the way I read Scompiets from Molière. And honey, that B was right here. And if you're feeling extra, then look up some online tests on this particular set book or watch some designated YouTube videos. Oh my gosh, sorry for the lighting, it literally got so dark so quick. And of course, for practicing essays, literally just pick a topic, write that essay and send it to like ChatGPT or something to check it. That's how I do it. If you struggle with writing these essays way more than just that, please go to your teacher. They will help you. They will help you. Teachers do want to help you. It's not like they are your enemy. No, they literally want to help you. So just come up to them and ask them, hey, how can I start? What can I improve, etc., etc. Last but not least, other subjects which you don't really care about. You will not have them in your university or whatever. For me, it's literally anything outside these: Polish, maths, languages obviously, and physics. And for that I use Quizlet Flashy. It's literally just all the way, and use pictures. It will let you retain the information much easier and also make them as short as possible. Just use some shortcuts. Again, of course, word prompts, gesticulations obviously works amazing. If you're feeling super fancy, then just search for some online tests and do them. But obviously you need to compromise sometimes. It's okay to not have perfect grades for every subject. Like, it doesn't really matter, honey. Like, it will not affect your future at all. Not at all. Just focus on the subjects you really will study in uni or you're passionate about or whatever. And if you have a workbook for that subject, complete it. Complete every topic for the unit, because sometimes, at least in my school and I think most schools that I know of, teachers sometimes take questions, like entire questions from the workbook and just paste it into the test. That's a good thing to think about. Okay, that's it for today. I hope this video will help you. If you have any questions or whatever, please ask them in the comments. I will love to respond to you all. And if you have some other tips, then also share them in the comments. Also, I just want you to know that you shouldn't stress that much about school. Like, there are so many more beautiful things in life than just school. And I know that I say it as a person that has amazing grades, but that's just I've always felt. Just if you fail, then say, oh, okay, and try to make yourself improve and don't stress. I think if you're a good person, everything in life will just work out in the end. So take a deep breath, think of a solution, and put the efforts in. Anyways, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and just like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, angels!